Hi lovelies, welcome back to another review. It's Thursday. Today I have this realistic silicone practice hand to share with you guys, and this is from Nailsby Nikki. Her Instagram handle is __nails by Nikki, and her website is www.nailsbynikki.com, and she has recently started selling these realistic silicone hands. The detailing on this hand, guys, now it does have a dig right there, and she did mention this scratch to me. So on her website she does have the full hand, which is what I have here, and she does have the 3/4 posable hands, but she also has the oops hands, which she sells for $85. So you get them at a discount because they're originally $125 US per hand, and she does have deals if it is that you want to purchase both hands, which is the left and the right. So I would list her information in the description box below. I must say the quality of it is really nice and strong. Now I have never had one of these silicone hands. I've only seen them online for way more than what she's charging for hers. Now everything that I'm mentioning here to you guys is sold separately on the website. So the hand is $125 US, and the primer is going to be an additional $10. The rings are an additional $5, and these are some real cute rings. And the extra tips, they're not available as yet on her website, but they are coming really soon. And she did include some of the glue stickers, so it makes it very easy to remove the nails once they're on. And it did come with some instructions. So really quickly, I'm just going to run through the instructions with you guys, because I too need to be familiar with using the hand the proper way as instructed, so I can give you guys the best review possible. So the paper says Nailsby Nikki realistic silicone practice hand. Now first she says that the hands are made from a high quality silicone. They do not contain any latex, and she has them in 3 different skin tones. So you have Caucasian skin tone, a tan/light brown, and a dark brown. So the one that I actually have for this review is the tan/light brown one. So to remove the nails, you can soak the hands in acetone after thinning out the product. They are acetone resistant, and you may experience swelling if soaking for an extended amount of time, but they will return to normal after a few hours. So basically it's just as if you were working on a client and that client comes in for a soak off. You trim down the excess length, you remove the bulk, and then you go ahead and you soak off the product. So here's a rule that applies to the silicone hand and your natural nails. Never pull off the nails, as it can damage the hand. And then she also, a lot of us don't follow that one. So it's just as if you were wearing extensions on your nails and it's time to remove. You do not want to pull them off, because you do cause damage to the natural nail plate. I always advise my clients to come in and get their nails soaked off, even though half of them do listen and they still tend to pull it off, but then we have to deal with damaged nail beds. She also mentions that you need to be careful when hand filing or using an e-file around the cuticles, because you can cut the hand, and it's just as if you were working on an actual person. You don't want to damage your client's cuticles. That area is very sensitive, and you don't want to hurt your clients at all. So she says to reapply the nails, you will need the special primer that I showed you guys in that little small bottle, and it is sold on her shop, which I already mentioned. A regular primer won't work, and you do need the full coverage nails. They already come with one set already attached to the hand. And she says be careful, do not flood the cuticles with glue. So if you would like to save one of the designs that you create on the practice hand, she suggests using the original nail, which is what is attached to the hand right now, and the glue tabs, and then stick a nail on top of it. So you're using the nail that is attached directly to the hand as the nail bed of a client's hand or as your hand, and then you're going to put a tip on top of it. which is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today in the demo part of the video. I'm going to add tips onto these nails. I am not using the full well tips though. I'm using the actual tips that I like using on my clients, and we'll see how that works. So next she says, if you'd like to sculpt on the nail, you will need a full well base as a natural nail starting point. Her advice is to use the reusable nail forms, as she finds that the sticky ones don't actually stick to the silicone. So I'll have to try that out in another video for you guys, because today I decided that I wanted to use tips. But she also says that they can be used. So if you want me to try sculpting on the practice hand, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and leave me one of those hand emojis with your comments in the comment section below, and I'll get right on that video. So another thing she says, the hands tend to attract dust. So after applying your product and filing, she suggests washing the hands in warm soapy water. Her preference is Dawn dishwashing liquid and a manicure brush, and then you can go ahead and pat dry with a lint-free cloth. And I can agree with that dust part, because I have not used the hand as yet, and you guys can see there are dust particles and little bits of lint from my background that has attached itself to the hand. So I will have the link to her website in my description box below, and from the website it takes you to her social media pages. Yes, she's also on YouTube and she goes by Nailsby Nikki, and it will take you to the videos that she has showing how to apply and remove nails from the hand. And she was kind enough to give us a 10% off coupon code, and I'll have it on the screen. It's beglamorous in full caps. So if you are interested, check out my description box below. All her information will be there. And I'm going to go ahead and clear my desk and get this hand set up for my acrylic application and design part of the video. So I am going to start off by trimming this down. So this is what you're going to do if it is that you're working on a client or on someone's hand. So now I'm going to take my hand file and I'm going to just shape the free edge of the nail plate. Now I'm going in with my medium grit sanding band and I'm just going to remove the shine. And just dust away the excess dust, and now I'm going in with my nail tips. So my favorite nail tips are very flat and they don't have a natural C curve, and these nail beds on this practice hand are curved. So all I did was pinch the tip of the nail to curve it, and now I'm going to use my glue and I'm just going to attach that to the nail plate. So the corners, I used my magic wand, my pinching tool, or even a tweezers can work just to hold the corners until they're dried. So now I'm going in with my nail clippers again, and I'm just going to shape the tip, starting by cutting it to the length that I want it, and then I'm going to do a rough shape with my nail clippers, and then I'm going to go in with my hand file and just redefine the shape. So now that all the tips are on and shaped, I'm just using a little bit of alcohol on my dust brush, and I'm going to cleanse and remove the excess dust. Now I do want to mention that these tips did not give any issues whatsoever to stay on. and I just used my regular nail glue. So with the nail service at this point is when I would usually apply my primer, but I don't have to do that today, so I'm just going right in and I'm using my Mia Secret clear acrylic powder, my Mia Secret liquid, and my Alpha number 10 oval Kolinsky. And if you guys are interested, I would have my Alpha link in the description box below, as well as my coupon code, so you guys can check that out as well. And I'm just going to be building up all the nails with my clear acrylic because I'm going in with a gel polish design. I do want to mention to you guys, just as if you were working on an actual person, you do want to try to remove any acrylic that would have gotten on the sidewalls or around the cuticle area before it starts to harden. Thing I would suggest is, if you do this nail, then move on to the pinky so that your hand does not accidentally touch this nail by moving on to this one, because if you see it like that, you can accidentally touch your acrylic. So I would suggest sort of just moving in between each finger. So now that all the acrylic is applied, I'm going to go in and I'm going to file these nails. And I did speed up this part of the video, so I'm not going to be talking through it much. I'm just going to run through the filing really quickly. So I'm starting off by shaping the sides, and as if you were filing on your client, you do want to brace the nail so that there's not any excess rocking of the natural nail plates. This is what she looks like so far. So one other thing I wanted to mention to you guys, this is not like a posable hand where you put it like this, it's going to stay that way because there's no wire or anything inside. But she does have a nice natural pose. So now I'm going to dress her up and I'm going to give her a real cute nail art design, and I'm going to apply her rings. But guys, she does need a name, so I need some ideas as to what we are going to call her. So with that handy emoji, go ahead and leave a name if you have one in mind with your comments as well. Guys, it's time for my final thoughts. I must say I really loved working with this hand. It felt so real, like a very well relaxed client. The only thing I would say is, because it's shaped as an arch like this, you need to make sure that the entrance to your light is wide. Because of the arch, it's going into the light like this, so the nails are going to be touching the base of the light instead of it being straight. But what I did is, when I put the hand into the light, I just gently held it like that, probably for like about the first 5 seconds, so that that layer is cured, and then I just left it like that, and you see it stayed flat enough to be cured all the way through. I'm really loving this. Like, I really enjoyed working with this hand. I mean, it does collect dust really quickly, but the alcohol does not seem to affect it. So what I did is I kept brushing it off with my dust brush and the isopropyl alcohol, and afterwards I did apply a little bit of cuticle oil just to rehydrate the silicone. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but hey, it looks good, right? So that is it, guys. I am out. As always, I would love for you guys to keep safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.